Previously on MN Mopar Minivan.
So it was a Voyager for sure, 2016. So it hasn't been off. This one hasn't been off the road that long.
It's been. He was having issues and having to tag them while sitting.
That's a problem. I bought a shovel for that. But today is the day to get the 91 Shorty Caravan out of here. As you can see, they drug that Honda Accord out. And it fought them the whole way. You can see where it left marks. So we're going to do our best to free up these wheels and stuff to make that easier.
There is another.
And then there's our next victim back there, that 91 Grand Caravan. But that's going to be a while. They've got all this other stuff to get out of here or get sold or whatever they're doing. I know they're trying to sell a bunch of them. I think this one's on Marketplace right now, but I think that Dodge Omni is going to scrap because the interior is just gone. Cool van, though. And then there's still an old Ford Econoline or something back there, a Chevy van, just buried back there.
Believe it or not, yes, there was a third second-gen Caravan on that property, and yes, I drug it home with me. So we're going to actually jump back to July 24 when we first saw it, when I first laid my eyes on this van. And then we're going to jump ahead to December when I finally was able to drag it out of its grave, where this thing has been sitting since 2004. So that would make it 21 years. And I think it sat even longer up in Mora, Minnesota. Just so we're clear, this van has been off the road for over 21 years.
Grand Caravan SE, got a dent here. Really cool pinstriping on this one. He's going to town with that weed whacker. Holy crap. Oh. Woo. Oh, is this a VW bus?
Yeah, it's a 68 camper.
Ha! Those are always so cool, too.
Those things are worth way more than they should be.
There's somebody that's got one in Mankato that's got like 87 plates on it, like the old RV plates.
And this one here's a van again, just a little later.
Oh yeah, newer one. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh no. There we go. So, Dodge Grand Caravan 07. This one's got to immediately getting rid of that. All right, blue interior. This one, smells, Here, turn that on. 212, 247 on the clock. Radio's gone. There's some red sun visors in here out of something. Absolutely full of stuff. Headliner, down but not out. It's dark in here. Power windows and everything. No, crank windows, power mirrors. Pop the hood on this one. Aha, we're in. This one's got the most ugly roof lights on it.
Oh, the visor?
That is.
You're gonna dig that.
It's unique. It's unique.
You just got the spoiler?
Does it rip? What the hell is that? No! I'd probably leave it on for novelty. I said initially I'd take it off, but it's like, it's kind of unique.
Oh, the visor?
Yeah, the front visor.
I like the visor.
It looks like somebody painted that intake at some point and it's just completely rotted away. Oh God.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Needs a new wiring harness, I'll tell you that much. Oh my God. So 3341TE in this one. What year was this one? Yeah, that wire harness is gone. '91. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it wasn't parked for no reason at all. So this one's got the most miles, 212 on it. Rusty, not that bad, to be honest. I can't, it does got a spoiler on it. That's crazy. Oh, that's so cute.
Fucking downforce for autocrossing.
And so he put hitches on all of these, and that hitch is, that one's about to fall off. That one ain't held on by anything.
Attached to anything.
It's attached to rust somewhere in there. Naturally. Oh. Yeah. Full of empty boxes. Oh. This one's also got plates for 04 in it. And 03. So this one might have been off the road since 04. It's got older plates in it. Here's the inside of this 91. It's got both bench seats in it.
5 months later.
Well, today is the day, guys. So I step on some tin. It's time to get this 1991 Dodge Grand Caravan SE pulled out of its grave that it has sat in for 20 years, I would say. It's tagged for April of 07, so that's when it expired. So last on the road at the latest of 06, but the title paperwork I have shows it at parked in April of 04. So that's over 20 years. Anyway, we've looked at it just a little bit back in the summer. But, yeah, it hasn't changed. I mean, there's some stuff gone. There's where we pulled Carrie out, the 91 Shorty. And there was a couple other vehicles here. There was a van again. That was a red one that was sitting out. That's sitting out front now. There's a bunch of old... This is an old Omni, by the way. It looks really nice until you look inside of it. And there's nothing left. I'm sure this one's going to go for like less than $100 if it doesn't go to scrap. It's got some really cool rims on it, though. I saw one of them sitting over there. Anyway, this one's not as buried in the ground as Carrie, and it's definitely not as rusty as Carrie. I've looked underneath it once a couple of months ago. It's got a couple of blowouts, but nothing like that other van. This one's not too bad. What we need to do today is, well, right now, we're going to clear all this junk out from around it. This Volvo's still got to go get drug out before this. And this is all slop back here. We got rain yesterday. There's one of those wheels I was talking about. They're really cool, aren't they? Old 4-lug, 14-inch wheels, I think. Or no, they're 13s. But this is slop. As you can look at my shoes. So we were thinking about having to go out this way, but the Omni's still in the way, and so is the tree. So it's probably going to get drugged this way. Anyway, it's going to be a pain in the butt. But this Volvo's got to go first. But, in the meantime, we want to get it cleared out around it, get air in these tires, get it up in the air, free the brakes up if they're not already free, which I doubt. We're not going to get lucky like we did with the turn up the white Voyager. Yeah, this side's going to be a little bit more of a pain. You got to clear some of this brush to get in here. Get the air compressor up here, get the power hooked to it. But, no, this one's not too bad. It's got some dings and dents on the back. But we should be able to pop most of them out. I like that it's got the, it's got gray bumpers on it with a red pinstripe. And then it's got blue with this fancy, like, what do you want to call it? Almost like a vinyl. What do you call that stuff? You know, the extra fancy lines and stuff. Super cool. And then it's got this aftermarket sun visor hood like light thing. I wonder if these work or if they're just reflectors. And then it's got a spoiler on the back, and it had some sort of roof rack. A nice one. That'll have to get replaced. Roof's got a dent in it, but I doubt it was leaking, which would be good. I haven't been in it in a couple months. We did find the keys for it. And I believe they're in the ignition. Yep, it's got a set of keys in the ignition. This thing's got 212, 247 on it. It's full of stuff. It's full of stuff. It's got the benches in it, though, so I don't have to find those. Yeah, here's the plates from '04. Yep, April of '04. And they're just sitting in here, which tells me that the other plates it wasn't driven on, I doubt. He probably got it when he bought it. He had to register it and get new plates for it. Those are the plates on the old title that I have paperwork for. Radio's been pulled out of it. He probably put it in one of his other vans. He cut the harness, unfortunately. Dang it. There's one of the hubcaps. Yeah, there's an old shop vac in here. That might come in handy. This one doesn't... It smells like really, really old van. It smells like moldy old van, but it's not too bad. Like, there's a mold all over the headliner. It's dry in here. So, we should be okay. But there's a quick look. We'll go over what this thing has. You can see what it has. It's the same as, what do you want to call it? The White Voyager with, you know, the manual windows, power mirrors and stuff. I see a service record there. I'm not going to look at it. I don't want to look at it yet. We'll look at that later. Otherwise, this van's really cool, I think. We'll look at that later. We'll look at everything later. I'm done looking at it. Let's get to work, and then we'll, once we get it home, we'll take a really good look at the thing. But I'm excited for this one. I do believe, yeah, this hitch is where it's bolted to is crunchy. But I think that's the bumper. You can see the bumper moving. So this is crunchy, but they're always like that. That dent's got to get popped out. Yeah, this is going to be a cool one. I get in here now. Well, I got the slider open. I can't remember if I had that open before or not. But here's a quick look. Blue interior's nice. I think this is actually blue. I can't tell. Oh, it's definitely blue, but like it's kind of sun faded in spots. But looking pretty good. I'm gonna shut the door and everything, but I just wanted to pop it open quick. I think this one opens too. No? Is it locked? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, first time that door's been opened in 20 years, I'm sure. Looking pretty decent. Okay, well, I don't have access to power yet, but lucky me, I turned the valve off on my compressor, and it's actually got 80 psi in it. So we're going to try put some air in these front tires so I can get it off the ground. At least I can get something done here. We're waiting on our friend Bjorn to show up so we can, he's got to get the Volvo out of the way. And then I got to figure out what we're going to game plan. You got lucky there, look at that. Oh, this has got trim rings on it. Or is that part of the hubcap? It's got to be. It looks good though. Got lucky right here. So if we look on this tire right here, see this? What is that? Does that mean this tire was spinning last time it was used because of the dirt on here? Or was it rolling through this mud and it was free at the time? Because I'm pretty sure it got pushed around sometime around 2010, maybe. I'd have to remember. It was 2 of them, I think, but whatever. What I'm saying is I think last time it was moved, it was pushed or spun or something. I don't know. Should we see if this tire takes air? I'm thinking it will. Oh, yeah. Look at that. And I'm out of air. I think I hear bubble. I definitely hear bubbles. Yeah, I bet you it's gonna go flat. But who knows how long it's gonna take. It might hold for a little while. That's probably got 15-20 psi in it. Let's see how much psi is left in the compressor after it equalized. That's got 30 in it. So I've still got 30 psi here to work with. Do we air up this one? Or do we go around? I think we air up this one. To be honest, that might have some in it. It does. Okay, I'll get the pressure checker and we'll check that. We know that one was flat. Let me get the gauge and we'll check that one for air. Yeah, this place is really muddy. So a lot of this was sand. He laid sand back here and it's just slop because we got rain yesterday. This is so bad. There's a guy here to pick up that VW right there. So that's good. Another one saved. Anyway, I've got a board here and I've been slowly acquiring them and building a path here. So you can see where I've been dragging stuff. So we'll set this one right here. There we go. Slowly getting better here. This one back. There we go. Getting better here anyway. Sketchy little path. This one's pretty sketchy. It's bouncing on a root or something. And then this is pretty dry back here. You look at all this stuff. Bunch of old VW stuff. 78 on that plate, it says. Then I got an old van. I think this is it's an Escort, but I don't know if it's a Euro spec one or not. A lot of this stuff was imports. Does this open? Oh, it does. Yeah. You guys tell me, I don't know, it's got a key in it. It's really cool. Nice red interior. Manual. I don't know if it's a. It looks like is that a 5? I don't know if that's a. I think that's a 4. It's a 4-speed manual. Smells pretty bad in there. Looks like the owner's manual stuff's in here too. Kind of cool. Not up my alley, but. Aww. Now we're gonna have fun. There it goes. That shot's nice, but it's not terrible, at least from here. You know, the roof needs undented, but you know, so does mine. Anyway, let's check how many PSI are in this. If this Omni wasn't so trashed, I'd totally be keen on buying it. It's not bad on the outside, but the inside's gone, and I'll never find parts for it. I want to see how many PSI are in this tire. Oh my god. Big reveal. Not very many. I need a smaller tire gauge. Less than 20. And it barely moves it. I would say it's 5 or 10 PSI in this thing. It's pretty flat, but it's got something in it. Check the other two. We knew that one. Did this one go flat again? No, it's still up. How many PSI did we get in this thing? I hear it leaking. It's got over 20 in it still. It's slowly leaking though. Mud around the bead is my guess. Sure, it's part of it anyway. Me and that other guy, I think his name is Ed, helped me clear this out. We're waiting for Bjorn. I think he slept in, missed his alarm is my guess. So, that one's definitely flat. Where's the valve stem? Underground. Yeah, it's the... Nope, there it is right there. Getting really lucky here. I like this. This quarter isn't so bad. The other side's pretty bad. It's... You can see where it's splitting under the panels and the back side's rotted out. Front side somehow survived so far. So we might be able to clean this up on the inside lip and save out here. For now, at least. The quarter is present. The back is starting to go. You can see it back here. So the rocker's rotting out. The rocker itself looks pretty good right now. So, yeah, I don't know why I bothered checking that. But look here, you can see where it was rolling in the mud whenever it was last moved, because it's all over the tires. So, we'll put this on loosely. I'm sure this one's flat too. No, I do believe that's got air in it. Okay, valve stem, where you at? Right there. So we got 2 tires that are up. That's crazy. That's better than the 90 carry, the shorty. That one had 1 tire with 15 PSI for some reason. And the rest were half buried in the ground. Let's see, I'm gonna have to do this with my other hand here. Yeah, I'd say it's got 5 or 10 in it. So we'll leave these tires, or this tire alone, and the back one because I've got air. I'll take what little air I got left and put it in that one. At least for now, until I get power in there. There's power in there, it's out of reach. I'm trying to find somewhere to put this in my pocket. My pocket's got a hole in it, I think. Whatever. Yeah, cool old Escort, too. I know a couple of you guys did like Escorts. But, yeah, there she be. Old VW bus. I think 95 on that plate. It's got an RV plate on it. And then there's, I think it's a VW station wagon deal or something. And then there's an old that bug is rotten. I think that was parked in 82. It says on the plates. Then we got a Ram van. If I wasn't so full on space, I'd totally buy the Ram van. Ram van was parked in 93. My gray van and, you know, all of these Caravans that I own were practically brand new when this thing was parked. Here, might as well look, right? We're into looking at old cars and stuff. Like, look at this inside of this one. This thing's been got. I can see sky through the floor if you look below the steering wheel. See it? So they were in this one pretty good. There's no floors left in it. There's no fender. This one's really rotten, actually. I like that What is that? I don't know what that says. I like those Ford Motor Company hubcaps on it. I love how these carbs were covered with beer cans on these. This motor is probably long seized, but funny nonetheless. It's got a key that wasn't here before. He must have put the key in it. White Ram band. Oh, clearly that's never been opened. Oh, there it goes. Look in there. I see 33,909 on the odometer. Take a look in there. I can't see, so I'm using you to see, actually. Blue interior. It's actually pretty cool. Look where that high beam light is right there on the down below the brake pedal. Quite the spot for it. I'm sure it's not that full of stuff, but it's got stuff in it. Is it like a snowblower? What is that in there? Snowmobile? That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can't really see because there's no windows. The panel down. Yeah, what is it? It's an old snowmobile. I think he's been in this store. Yeah, these are open. That's kind of cool. Yeah, if I wasn't so full up, I'd totally dig an old Ram van. This would be the greatest parts hauler there ever was. I can get whatever I want in here. But alas, I don't have room. I don't have room for this one. But here we are. Yeah, if you look at this plate, see it's been bumped because it's been pushed, but there's no like bugs in this plate. This plate's pretty brand new. I'm gonna lean on it. Yeah, look at how nice this and shiny this is. This plate wasn't driven on. It was parked in '04 for sure, which is when he bought it, probably because it needed a repair of some sort. Would be my only guess, based on how everything else is. And the backstory that he owned a shop, so he would buy the cars that couldn't get fixed or blah blah blah. You know what I mean? That is what I believe is the story on most of these. They need something, I'm sure. Like the timing belt on Carry, it was an alternator on turn up, and then I think they ran it on a hill and it started ticking because of it. Probably a lifter ran dry. That'd be my guess. So who knows what this one needs. This one's actually got a lot of miles compared to the other two by a long shot, like over like 60,000 more than the rest of them. So this one was used. So here we go. And it's taking air. There it goes. I can see the whole van moving up. Oh, this is a satisfying one. I love this. Oh, Bjorn might be here. I think I hear somebody. Good. Nice. That one took care. Have to file a claim on his insurance. We got a scratch here getting the Volvo out. So you got your insurance policy for this?
I don't. you got underinsured motorist coverage, right?
No. Nice. A little bit of a scuff, ain't nothing. But she's free, and believe it or not, the back two tires got air in them. That pulled out of the ground like that. Yeah, all four tires are rolling. Two back ones got air. This poor little car, 87. That hasn't seen the light of day in a while. I can't believe the two back tires got air in them. That's stupid. Look at her go. That's a good one. She's holding together. Oh, she's a little bit of a rot bucket there. Oh. He's having fun. You see it? He's slipping in the mud too. This has been a pain in the butt getting that thing up here. There she goes. I can't believe it. It's just. Oh, he's gonna get into that tree. It's going. Good operator on that Bobcat. Not something I could do. LUB 755, September of 87. That's a nice looking plate being buried back there out of the sun. I love that style of old Minnesota plate. There she goes. Yeah, this one's coming out nice. It rolls. All the other ones I think I had to get drugged, except mine, because I made it roll. I kind of dig this car. It's kind of cool. I think the grill's inside the back seat. Oh, there she goes. Whoa, he hit a file cabinet. Look at her go. Oh, lawnmower. What a fucking nightmare. That's crazy. Poor little car wants to live. Oh, it's so muddy back here. She's got it. She's free. Look at her go. Somebody's project. Alright, we got power. Got the air compressor charging up here. We'll get 20-30 PSI in all these tires, as sketchy as that might be. Two of them had air in them. That Volvo somehow had two that were full. I think this is part of the Volvo. Need to bring that back out to it. This poor guy it's bad. The drainage of this building is not very good. We can't really pick it up. I don't want to pick it up. I hate doing that. So we're gonna get air in these tires. I'm gonna get up under it, and we'll get a chain on the axle, and then we'll do the same thing. We're gonna make sure the brakes all spin, and I'm gonna make it so it rolls on its own. But look at that. We can see it from this side. This side's the good side. Once again, the passenger side is the least rusty side, and it actually looks pretty good. I can do something with that minimal work. Got a little bit of a, that's just me rubbing on it, but we got a little bit of a scratch here. That's not too bad. I can live with that. We'll just look right here, and there's a scratch that was already there. Perfect. And the stent. It's looking pretty good. I hate that spoiler. I'll leave the front light. I don't know if I can keep the spoiler. I don't like it. Looking pretty good, though. Let's take a look underneath it now that we can really get under it. Yeah, look at this rocker. This fan wasn't... It's still got the lift point on it. This fan wasn't that rusty when it was parked. The exhaust is clearly rotted off of it since. The axle was sitting in the ground. It is now way up off the ground, which is nice. Gas tank is doing the thing. Yeah, this one was a pretty clean van despite it having so many miles. This side is probably, I see a blowout though from it sitting. But, you know, let's look underneath here quick. Oh, how bad is it? Yeah, the bumper's rotten, but that's always rotten. I wonder why the hitch moves. You know, it's probably because his welds are trash. See how he's got the, well, it's bolted. Yeah, it's probably just a little flaky where that bolt goes in, but it doesn't look that bad. It's got a full size under it. That's cool. That tire's nicer than the one that's on the left rear. Axle's off the ground. Looks like original brake lines and stuff. Fuel lines might be original too, I can't tell. Alright, let me find a spot to get this thing jacked up. Get underneath it. Make sure the tires spin. I think we might try give it a tug and just see if it'll roll. We'll try the easy way first, right? It's not gonna hurt to try the easy way. So I'll get you on the tripod and we'll have you ready to go. We're gonna cut that stump out of the way first. But we'll try it. I said, screw it. We can get under, we got it up in the air to where we can get a chain under the axle. So, I just don't want to pull anything out. It doesn't look too bad underneath. But we'll try it. Okay, so I went to put it in neutral and it's stuck. So we're going to have to fiddle with that. But I opened this hood and I didn't notice this last time. Who noticed that the trans dipstick is out? What are the odds that survives that? I don't think so, but look at this. All the injector boots are all still on here. I think this thing was a pretty untouched van. But yeah, all the injector boots are on here. This is all the original. I don't know. What's this look like? We got a good air. Yeah, there isn't one in there. That's why this happened. So, luckily, and that's throttle body C's, which is probably a good thing. Save that. This is in good shape. This isn't cracked or anything. Nice. That's a good thing. What's this look like? Dry. Are we surprised? No. Wires are all eaten off. This is really bad. So, that alternator is seized as can be. I can see it from here. All the wires are gone. But look at the 3.3. This was in really good shape. Look at all the water in here. But this wasn't corroded until it corroded here. All the vacuum lines are off of it. Every vacuum line. Harness is just in shambles. We got the trans computer harness and everything here too. So we got that to deal with. On top of it being chewed right there at the PCM. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get that shift linkage to move. The trans computer is junk. They got in it. There's no way that works. I'll have to open it up. There's no way in hell that works. Uh-oh. AC is probably locked up. That's all locked up. The belt's still on it somehow. This motor's locked up. I'm not going to give it much hope. We're going to put that low mile motor in it, I think. If it comes down to it, guys. So that's our worst case scenario plan. Obviously, I'll try it, but I'm going to stop looking too closely. We're going to get that shift linkage. See if I can get down there to move it. And we'll go from there. I see there's bones on top of it. Yep, there's a carcass. Nice. Good news, I got it off. Other good news, the shift linkage is not seized. Bad news, the transmission is not moving. So I got one other theory I want to try, is that the tires are bound or binding it so it can't come off the parking powell. I'm going to lift the front off the ground and we'll see if we can rock a tire or something to do that, to get that to undo. Otherwise this thing's being drug. I have a feeling that the transmission has gotten some contaminants in it and therefore is seized internally in some form. So, or it's just fucked to begin with. Who knows? Maybe that's why it was parked. I don't know. But it looks like it rolled. It looks like it rolled to where it is, considering there's dirt on the top of the wheel. So, apparently I turned the camera off, forgot to turn it back on. Those lugs came off perfectly fine. If you look here, it's got literally brand new brakes on it. Like, those pads aren't even wore. The rotor's brand new. There's no wear on this rotor. And you can see right here where I did budget. And so, brakes just got put on this thing when it got parked. Like, just got put on it. Looks like a new hose, too. Maybe, possibly. I can't quite tell. I'm curious what's wrong with this, because it's actually really nice underneath too, or was. You can tell that it was really, really nice. I'm curious why it got parked, if we can figure that out. Yeah, this is like really, that's brand new. That's brand new brakes. Original axle on it. There's a tag up on the strut up there. I don't know what that means. I'm sure this strut's shot, but you know. Yeah, there's no way that does anything good. But anyway, we did move it, so I'm going to get in here with a driver and I'm going to try rock it back and forth quick and just try break this free and see if the trans will drop it. If it drops into neutral, this will spin. But we'll see what I can do. Yeah, she's pretty crusty. Maybe I can pry on the pad here and push the caliper in. So this has turned into a muddy nightmare. We got the stupid Escort out of the way. He's over there. Somehow those tires have air in them. I don't know. What we're trying to do is knock all the mud out so he can get traction with that cat. So the damn thing just slips and slides. And then I'm going to clear out a little bit here. We're going to try to get it around this corner. Try to get it out of here. We're going to try it, otherwise we're going to have to wait till it hardens up. That rain screwed us because it was nice in here before. It's just slop. It's so bad. Well, I don't know if this van's going to get out of here today or not. I don't. We ran out of fuel in the Bobcat, so he went to grab some, but he's got plans for tonight, so unless we get it to go in one good drag and we can get it down that way, I think she's going to sit. Did get it drug out. We did learn that the drivetrain is most likely completely shot. I will put a ratchet on the crank, and I will attempt it. But I think it's stuck in park right now, unfortunately. But I'm going to grab my stuff, get it pulled up front while he's getting gas that way. Contingency fails, I'm good to go. But we're going to keep working. We're going to try it. Tires all got air in them. It has moved under its own nothing. All right, we're going to give it one shot. Otherwise, I'm going to pull the CVs out where it lies. So either it lies here or hopefully down at the bottom of the driveway. But to get it on the trailer, I'm going to have to pull the CV axle so the tires will spin. Because I think the trans is shot. Good! Does this give you Ever Given vibes? We're stuck in the Suez Canal of Minnesota, I guess. It's pulling okay. The mud's kind of helping us drag. That back right tire, every time he tugs on it, I can hear air coming out of the bead, but it's holding still. He's gonna get the forks. We're gonna try to nudge it over a little bit, But we're doing good. We're out of the worst of the mud. I could come in here and I could jack this up. But if you notice here, it keeps leaking rust. So where do you think that's coming from? I don't know. I don't know that I want to know. Come on. You're coming with. This is kind of jank. Don't hit the house. Kind of slide you guys together here. Actually, I won't. Set you right there for now. He's got to try corner this stupid thing. Problem is, we're grabbed under the axle, which is so far under. Get there. I think we got her whipped. Look at this mess. This poor van. I think he's just gonna go for it. Nothing I can do. He's just going to drag her down the hill. Hopefully these wheels lock and hold it. Should. He's trying to outrun it. Oh, the van again. That was a hard tug. I don't know that it liked that. Hopefully my axle's okay. She's down. Now what?
If you want to unhook me, I can rehook and drag it kind of by the propane tank, get it at an angle there. Do something better for you.
Get it.
Or I can go further up. I don't know.
If you can get it so it's like this, I can get it. You just gotta get it so it's at the angle. So I gotta have the truck on the concrete.
Right.
So I think if you swing it and pull it forward a little bit, we're good.
Alright.
Don't, let well, our poor 91 Grand Caravan SE is down here at the cost of a minor scuff to the, well, rip to the bumper that we scuffed earlier. That's the cost of saving it. I'm going to chalk that up too. It's got dents and dings. I'm not going to worry about it. I found a shovel. We're going to dig the mud out from up front of it so I can kind of lay in it. I'm going to find a board too, but we got to pop one CV axle. Should be all I have to do. If I had a Sawzall, I'd cut the damn thing. We need to pop one CV so the trans can spin against it or rotate against each other. Wheels can rotate against each other so it'll roll onto the trailer. Because I'm not taking my truck off the pavement. Not a chance. So we're kind of lined up. Kind of. It's going to be a trick, I think. But, let's try. Let's at least get the CV stuff done. Otherwise, worry about it tomorrow. Said I just leave the trailer here. We'll come back tomorrow if we have to. It's not that bad. It's rotten here and rotten on there. Same place the 93 Voyager is. Somewhere underneath it's leaking rust. I don't know where. I don't care to find. I think it's the bumper. Every time you bump the bumper, I think. But everything held together. I don't think anything's messed up. We still got air in all 4 tires. Like I said, I think our worst damage is right there and right there. I think we did okay. That's what I'm going to say anyway. Wish me luck. I'm going to put you on the tripod, I guess. What a freaking nightmare. This place sucks. It was all froze, and then it all melted, and then we got rain. And it's just crappy sand or whatever it is. It's not great. I'm soaked in mud. I'm about ready to be done. I haven't eaten today. Here's the chain that's still hooked to it, I guess. Good to know. Alright, we're going to go hunt down a 32 millimeter socket or equivalent because I got to get this off. I forgot about that part. That's an important piece to get the CV out, you know, is to do that. So I'm going to go hunt one down and we'll go from there. Alright, we're going to have fun with this axle, but so here's the thing. I think this is a fresh axle. So first thing I noticed, the cotter key wasn't seized. It all looks brand new. See that? How shiny it was free. Then I'm noticing here the threads, how nice and clean they are. This might save us here. I can't find a socket on this property that's the right size. It's 32 mil, I believe. And that's clearly not it. I'm going to dig around my toolbox, see if I got one. Otherwise, I'm going to have to run to a parts store quick and get one. But I think that's going to come up. Otherwise, I think I had one idea. What is it? Did I grab the wrong wrench? I grabbed 1 1/8. It needs to be bigger than that. I was going to try lock 2 wrenches together, but I don't think I can get on it far enough. Maybe I could, but I don't have the right size anyway. I'm going to go dig one more time. Actually, I'll look at my toolbox, dig one more time. Otherwise, I got to run to a parts store, get an axle nut, and then we'll pop this. Luckily, I think this is fresh from right before it was parked. So we'll get that off, and then once we get that off, we'll be able to get this off, no problem. Hopefully. That right there is why I bring my whole box. I keep a 32 millimeter socket in my box specifically for this. This axle is going to come off good. Give it some help. We need all the help we can get. Okay, I'm going to break that off here. Once we're home free if we can break that loose. The rest is just popping the strut nuts off and then being able to tilt it out. It might help to pop the tie rod. I'll try not to if I don't have to. And then we'll pull that axle right the hell out of there. And this is the easy axle. The driver's side's a lot harder. Do the passenger side if you have to do something stupid like this. Enjoy the sunset. It was loose. Couldn't get more lucky than that. quick update here. Yeah, I don't think the axle's been replaced. I think the wheel bearing may have, which explains how clean that is. Anyway, that axle nut is fresh on there, and they didn't torque it. Whatever happened. I got the nut off the tie rod. I gotta go find a hammer. Apparently I don't have a hammer, even though I got a 32mm socket. So I'm gonna go dig a hammer out of somewhere. Try to smack that off, and then we're gonna get those off real quick. And we should be able to pop the CV out. That should be no problem. See what kind of trans fluke. I don't care, to be honest with you. So whatever comes out, comes out. All right, found a old school hammer. I think this is the one I used before on the Voyager at some point. I remember this hammer being kind of busted. Anyway, it did the job. Smack the tie rod off. We're all good to go. Tie rod's kind of no interplay. That's nice. Outer seems, it feels okay. It needs grease. All right, let's get these guys off quick. Then let's get this thing out of here. What a lovely sunset. Well, we got it. That cam bolt for the adjustment bolt, that fought me all the way off, and it wouldn't go all the way back on either. I don't know what's up with it, but it's done. That wheel spins for sure. I was able to push the caliper back, by the way, with a screwdriver, so that's all good to go. The other side should, in theory, spin. I know it's free, the brakes, the backs are all good. It's just a matter of getting it lined up right with the trailer, which might be a task. Not to mention, we're pulling it uphill. Hopefully I got enough juice to do it. Otherwise, I got to do it by hand. Otherwise, I don't know, to be honest with you. We'll see. It'll make the ramps not be as steep. That's nice, I guess. Hopefully this works. I got to go put this hammer away, and I'm going to clean up, get hooked up here, and cross our fingers, everything rolls, and it gets on this trailer okay. Otherwise, it's a tomorrow problem. All right, I got it strapped up. Let's see if it'll move and roll and see if we can get it up on the trailer. The aim is kind of funny, so I'm gonna have to steer it, but it is what it is. I tried. You guys can't see anything either. I've got it all the way on the ramps. It took me a little fiddling and moving them after the front tires were on the trailer, but it's all the way on the ramps. But the problem, which I knew I was going to run into this, is the rope I've got attached to control arms is too long and my winch is all the way out. So you guys can't see that, but trust me. So I need to block the tires so they don't roll off and then reattach a shorter chain so I can pull it the rest of the way up. Or attach the winch directly to it is what I think I'm gonna do. All right, so we got the winch hooked up right now. I took a strap here and I wrapped it around the same spot. That's my safety strap, so when I let the winch go, and then in the event that fails, I have a brick underneath the other side. In the event that fails, let her go. And then I have to buy the Vanagon behind it for full price when I hit it. So that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna work for now to hold it till I can re-secure the winch. So we'll let this out. As you can see, it's holding. I think the brick's actually holding it more. So, yep, good. All right, winch is slacked. Yep, fully slacked. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna disconnect, get the winch rehooked up somewhere where I can pull it all the way forward. And we'll go from there. I think I'll even leave this attached, so if it falls back, it'll catch it. It wouldn't be a terrible idea, but you know, we're getting there. You didn't miss much, but all 4 of her paws are on the trailer. My poor winch is all the way in. But guess what? She's in. Let's go put the brick underneath the back tire. That way I can get under it, start strapping it. Do the fronts first. Apparently this fell out of my pocket. Good thing I saw it. That's my favorite pry tool. This tire has gone flat, which should help with the whole brick situation. It should butt against it without sliding it. That tire's going flat. We're on the trailer. Let's go. What an ordeal that was. We're missing an axle. We're missing some trans fluid. We have recycled it. But it's on the trailer. All 4 brakes, all 4 tires roll. The brakes are all free. The front brakes are new. I'm assuming the backs are new if they didn't seize up. So this thing might actually have brakes if I didn't ruin the brake line back there. We'll see. It's up here. Take a quick look underneath. There's some rust there that's pretty decent, and right there. That's a patch, and this is where it was rotted out on Blue Van, so we'll have to deal with that the same way. Apparently the sway bar is broke off. I have just noticed we're missing half of the sway bar. Okay, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. We're missing half of the sway bar. The cat's on there. The muffler looks decent, and then it just goes out the side, so we gotta put a side pipe on it. Tank's all there. So there's 2 rot holes that I see. I think those are the only 2 rot holes in the frame. There's a couple weak spots like right there. We'll probably put a patch over, but it's okay. Something's unplugged there. What's unplugged there? I don't know what. It looks all original. Original rot right here too, you know, the good stuff. It's got some homemade like mud flaps on it. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah, we recycled the trans fluid. She's just bleeding a little. Full-size spare. I'm standing in a particularly hard or terrible spot. I could lay under the trailer if I had to, but you know, full-size spares up under there. I don't know if we folded the floor or not. I'll deal with that later, because we did lift up by that. It looks not too bad under here. It looks okay. Springs look good. Axle looks like it survived. I don't see where, if anything moved or bent that I can tell. I think we did okay. That's a little sketchy on the rust there, but we'll deal with that later. Yeah, I think we did okay. This one's a lot more structurally sound. This side's freaking almost perfect. The rocker even. It'll start blowing out, I'm sure, if you start messing with it. But the rail looks good all the way through. So, a couple small patches. This isn't as bad as Blue Van was, so I feel okay about it. Now the drivetrain is fucked. The drivetrain is bad. I'll try it. I will try it, but I am not going to put that much effort into it when I have a pallet with a lower mile motor and trans on it. But if that motor wants to run, I will give it a shot. So we'll see. At the very least, we'll pull it out and we'll see what happened, how bad it is. We'll pull it apart you know, nothing else. I'd like to save all the nuts and bolts before I, you know, scrap it. But look at that. There it is. I don't have a name for this one. I have no idea what to call it. It's kind of unique. It's custom. So I'm going to get myself strapped down here. I'm going to get on the road. I'm going to get home. I'll bring you back when we're home or something else happens before then. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a very uneventful drive home. It never is. This is the third vehicle I pulled from this place. It's always been a fiasco. In theory, this is the last one I pulled. I don't think I'll be getting into any VW stuff, but you never know. Okay, gas in the truck. We're doing pretty good. Double check straps again here quick. But I checked them on the way out. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, everything looks chained up there. All good. Just holding. Everything looking good. Very good. Taillight's all good still. Nice. Well, it's here. There's certainly something to be said about that. Truck barely survived once again. I think that motor is about wore out. It misses when it's warm. So I think it's getting low compression, but I don't know. I haven't looked at it. So I'm going to back this thing where it's kind of hiding. I hear that tire seeping. And we'll come back with some fresh eyes tomorrow and take a look at it because I am exhausted right now. Yep, we made it back. We did it. I got it backed up here to the back garage. It's going to live in there, I think, for now. At least for a while till I can get to it. So we're pretty booked up with projects now. Granted, by the time you see this, we'll have obviously caught up. Yeah, that was a mess getting that out of there, quite literally. I did go in and I ate something. I didn't eat all day. I just had caffeine and Gatorade and whatever. So I went and I ate like 2 full meals. So we're caught up. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go to bed. What is that hole? Why is that there? All right, whatever. I'm not going to look at it. We'll do a full walk around when I've got energy and brains left. But yeah, we did it. It's home. It made it. I will give it a second chance at life that it definitely would not have gotten otherwise. I think it's pretty cool. It's obviously wore and missing paint and dirty, and drivetrain is probably junk, but I think it's a pretty cool, unique looking van. So we'll have fun with this, I think.